DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your bets win. Don't download the app. Use promo code UNBUTTONED when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
I would say kid can't even read, but we established that 7 years ago.
Yes.
All right. Let's get to Sunday night. Kid can't even scroll. Here we are. I'm in the right section. Now, we almost did the late afternoon games again.
Now be
maybe
a host.
The outcomes would have been different.
Now be a host.
Maybe if we'd done the late afternoon games again, we'd pick different winners. Who knows? All right. The Chargers at the Chiefs, Sunday Night Football.
Hey, you got to be a post. You got to look at what's underneath my read, and now look what's underneath that. What does that say?
Look what's underneath here.
Is it this right there? Hey, I found it. There it is. Boom.
All right. Chiefs favored by 4 points. Chargers, they lost 17-10 back in week 4. The over-under is 43. We earlier went into this thing about whether they'll score less than 38 combined or more than 48. I have a feeling this will be a lower scoring game. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, I do. I was referring to that you had another Little Caesars read before this segment was supposed to start.
Oh,
but it's all right. Smoky, drinky, pizza.
We've more than delivered. We've more than delivered for Little Caesars.
That's another slogan for them. We've more than delivered for you. Pizza. Okay. Right. Chargers, Chiefs, I'm with you. Low-scoring football game. I mean, I don't see this as being – I'm going to say it's a little higher scoring than the first meeting, but I certainly don't see huge plays across the board everywhere. Now, the Chargers, you've heard me say, they're one of the best zone teams in football. They can pass people off, and no matter how your route combinations are, they're really good at it. The Chiefs are also really good at attacking those type of defenses. This guy goes that way, this guy goes that way. Hey, you sit in the middle of them, and now we've spread that zone out. So that's where they have some tactical advantages in this and knowing how to play against those style of defenses. But even within that, I mean, again, it's the Chiefs. Their offense is not capable of scoring 30, 34 points. I don't think, really, against better defenses in football. I don't see it that way. The other aspect of this, and you know I've been trying to say this, and I continue to say this on my pod, this Chiefs defense is not nearly as good as last year. You've heard me talk about L'Jarius Sneed not being there. That's a big thing. The other guys and some of the young players they have in the secondary, they're messing up on a week-to-week basis, let alone, of course, they're not as talented as L'Jarius Sneed. The front seven is not playing the same in Kansas City. It's not nearly as dominant. It doesn't force nearly as many negative plays. Last year, they were second in football in sacks. This year, they're like the 5th or 6th worst in sacks. Nobody really pops up front when you watch the Chiefs. Chris Jones does from time to time. After that, you don't see a lot that jumps out to you. I'm taking the Chargers. I think the time has come here. The Chiefs, this will finally end of like, we've gotten outplayed by another team 5 weeks in a row, but we won the game. This will be the game where you get outplayed and this team won't mess it up and they will win it. I'm going Chargers on the road 24-20.
Wow. Interesting. I'm thinking about the competition on Football Night in America because you and I are tied behind Jason Garrett, just one game back. I hope he takes the Chargers as well because if he does and the Chiefs win, we'll have a 3-way tie atop the standing. Because I still believe in the Chiefs. 17-16. If this one was in L.A., it'd be different. It's in Kansas City. The Chargers will give them everything they can handle. It'll be Ohio State, Michigan vibes from Jim Harbaugh. He understands the stakes here. The Chargers do. But the concern I have, they just don't have enough horses on offense
I hear
Justin Herbert.
I hear you.
And even though the Chiefs' defense isn't what it was earlier in the year,
yeah, can they take advantage of it?
They're not facing a high-end offense.
Right.
And I think this is just another one of those where when we look at the final stats, it's going to be like, oh, man, Travis, did Travis even play? And Patrick, is this one half? Is this one half? Is this one quarter? Oh, that's the whole game? But they're still going to have, in the category that matters, more points than the other team, 17-16.
Yeah, listen, I certainly don't think what you're saying isn't possible or it couldn't happen. I certainly could see it going that way. It'll be interesting. And to your point on what you're saying is, yeah, the Chargers need more. They need something else. It seems like it's always just one guy. It's either, wait, the running back had the big day, or, oh, this one receiver had the big day. Like last week, it was just Ladd McConkey, right? We had a few games of where I thought we saw enough from Quentin Johnson to go, okay, I think he's turned the corner, right? But, I mean, the last few weeks, we haven't seen him. He's had the drop issues. Palmer's kind of disappeared from the game plan. So they definitely got to find something or somebody else to infuse in their normal, everyday attack. And I do think the Chiefs will present some of those plays for them. Because of how aggressive they are, they're very concerned about their front seven. And because of that, they're having to load the line of scrimmage with people to stop the run, to get after the passer. And that could be the thing of gets the Chargers going. We'll see. Listen, I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm right. Your things you said are very true too. I'm really pumped for this one. I'm going to play the Jim Harbaugh poker up your ass. Let's go. We're sick of the Chiefs. Let's win this one this time. I'm going to go with that kind of energy there.
If the Chargers pull this off, either way, it's going to be a great rivalry as long as Harbaugh is with the Chargers and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs. But if the Chargers pull this off, then the 2 games next year.
Or the playoffs this year.
Yeah. But that's old school Giants, Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
Like the networks boxing out to try to get the games. Those 2 games next year will be in high demand.
Yo, homies. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.